What is going on, YouTube? AJ, doing a Let's Play Final Fantasy XI Online Retail Bahamut server. Alrighty, let's go ahead and try to finish up the 3 paths. And for that we have to do Tenzen. It's Tenzen time. And where we're supposed to go, where Carbuncle is. That's what, kind of near Riddell's, I think. I've been doing a very poor job of keeping up with all my daily stuff. Work has been crazy. And I am not happy. I am not happy there. Talked to my immediate boss this morning on the phone, and I let her know. I said, you know, if you talk to me or anybody that I work with back in, you know, July and August of this past year, everybody would say I would be like the perfect employee, you know, happy to help other people, very communicative, and all these new systems in place. I'm just done. Just like, it's just dumb. I'm done because it's dumb. Now I'm like on edge and I'm snapping at everybody. And that's no way to be. But the money is too good to walk away. So you're left in a cycle of, you know, you hate what you do. Every morning you wake up, you're like, ugh. 8 to 12 hours of just dealing with the same junk. And I know people don't tune in to this to hear me bitch about work, but it's on my mind. It's on my mind. And I think it's also maybe maybe it's not comforting, but I think it's also, it's kind of, it's kind of good to hear, you know, like, I think that I'm not alone. I think that there's many people out there that feel trapped and no way out, but what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? I got a family I gotta take care of. A moment destructive. A common rumor that is that one can meet here with the terrestrial avatar Carbuncle. Could this be true? Carbuncle, bringer of rainbows. I am Tenzen of the Far East, sent here across the seas at the behest of Phoenix. The Keeper of the Apocalypse has come to Vanadiel, and the 4 Mother Crystals are besieged by darkness. Yet in the face of this crisis, Bahamut and Diabolos do nothing to defend them. Diabolos draws souls into his dream world to shelter people from the emptiness, and Bahamut rallies his worms for the destruction of every last person on Vanadiel in the name of some ancient pact. Carbuncle, we all carry the curse of Promethea with us, and it is not within our power to lift this bane. But I cannot accept this as justification for genocide. We were born as part of a fate's design, and we will live the lives we have been given. You who have brought the soul of Phoenix across the waves, and you who carries the blessing of the Mother Crystal, you have finally come into contact with the will of Promethea. I knew that even should the past be ground into dust, there would become a time when people would uncover the truth. No matter how tightly sealed, as long as it exists alongside the Mother Crystal, Promethea's will shall one day awaken. That is why I have come to guide you to the power of the slumbering gods. As many people as possible must possess this strength to prevent the awakening of the Twilight God. The slumbering gods. You speak of the great avatars that dream away their existence in every corner of Vanadiel? Oh. I sense that Phoenix does not approve of my actions. He who tries to save the world and he who tries to save mankind, Bahamut and Diabolos, would also surely oppose me if they knew of my plans. Every time the power of the avatars is granted to a person, it hastens the awakening of the sleeping gods. If the siphoning of the energy continues, the boundaries of the crystal world they protect will shatter, and their true forms will manifest upon the world of Vanadiel. And then a furious battle will ensue between the terrestrial avatars and the newly awakened gods. But I believe that this is the only option remaining to prevent Promethea's rebirth. The awakening of Promethea draws near. Will the Keeper of the Apocalypse now among us? All that remains is for the gates of paradise to be opened. I don't understand. Has not the pursuit of the gates of paradise all been the result of Promethea's curse? If so, then everything has been for the purpose of awakening the Twilight God. Carbuncle, destroying his minion ourselves is the only way to save the children of Altana. I beg of you to lend us your strength, lend us the strength we need. Please tell us where to find the Keeper of the Apocalypse. You shine so brilliantly. I know that guiding light well. It is the light standing at your side, merging with your own, that so fills with hope. Very well, I will grant my assistance. You will help us? 30 years ago, I sensed the birth of the Keeper of the Apocalypse. After a number of years, the presence faded, and I can no longer sense its location. However, the fiery bird of resurrection will continue to lead your steps on this journey, and that is why I will lend my strength to Phoenix's diminished soul. You have our thanks, bringer of rainbows. I am delirious with joy at your words. Do not rejoice just yet, Tenzen. The energy I will share with Phoenix does not exist here. It can be found in the city built by the Kulu, on the outskirts of the Zelartian capital, a place known as Zoja. I know, we've been there. A lot. The power we granted the Kulu in the ancient times should still be sealed within that city. Destructive. Venture deep within the ruins and open Carbuncle's gate. With the knowledge you now hold, you should be able to operate the device that lies within. As I have no strength for battle, this is the best I can do, but I am sure you will find it helpful. Carbuncle, we are in your debt. This is the first terrestrial avatar to aid us in our cause. For the others, it will be a welcome news indeed. But first, we must secure the energy that is sealed within the ruins of Zoja. Let us rendezvous before the gate of Carbuncle. Why can't we just go together? Gotta make things difficult, don't you? Okay. Yeah. And I guess all the talk of work. I've been reading articles. I like to read articles, and kind of like I like to read articles from a variety of sources so that you're not just getting like the opinion of one person, but or one side. And one that's like non-political is and it's a varying timeline. Some say 10 years, some say 20 years, some say 30 years. There's been a lot of articles talking about either immortality or the idea that you can live to be 300 years old. And that sounds awful. I mean, I think the immortality ones were talking more of the lines of your consciousness. And the 300-year-old one was, I think, like talking about, like, oh, we'll be able to implant your body with this thing that could find and cure all diseases that you have. It's like 300 years old. For the obscenely rich, maybe that sounds like an awesome idea. But for the average person, can you imagine, like, yeah, you get to live to 300. That means you're gonna probably work 250 years to be able to retire. Oh. No, thank you. No, thank you. That sounds like more of a prison than a blessing. But I also think that the idea of living forever is more of a childish, fantasy. As a child, you want to live forever. Oh, I want to live till I'm 300. Did I miss it? No. Ah, there's Roosh. Ruish. He's very Ruish, that guy. Okay, teleportation. Yeah, geez, 300 years. Can you imagine that? Maybe just set up, J8. Maybe get like 100-year retirement. That would be good. Otherwise, no thank you. J6. I always thought retirement was kind of funny. Wow, all the way over there? No. J6, huh? Is there even an entrance to J6? J? Oh yeah, isn't that the one... I think that's the one where we fought that one NM from Dynamis? Alright. I'm not paying attention. Looking at work emails. I can't imagine. I mean, there's people out there that, I mean, like, when you look at some of these celebrities, they're old enough to be, like, retired or getting close to it. They look damn good. It's the, I think it's the Illuminati that makes them look that good. It's kind of a joke. But no, I think I was, like, looking at something and, like, Brad Pitt was, like... He's only like a couple years younger than my girlfriend's parents. It's like, geez. Who knew? I think George Clooney's probably like he could like collect Social Security. But I think for the average person, like especially like when It's sad when you see, like, an old person that was, like, a laborer or a, like, you know, manual labor kind of just person in their mid-60s and their body just looks broken down. And even if they did save enough for retirement, which they probably didn't, you know, like, they're not enjoying... I mean, maybe they're enjoying not breaking their back for $20 an hour, but I don't know. I think the retirement should be, like, in your 20s. Like, I'm going to retire for, you know, 15 years from 20 to 35, 22 to 37, and then I'll work the rest of my life. How about that? Because at least then you could enjoy it, right? That's the time of life you're supposed to be enjoying. Live some life anyway, you know? I think that's the biggest problem. I think that's one of the, like, in my opinion, and here I'm just rambling, is that you don't know. You could go to college for 4 years, get yourself a nice little degree that you probably won't use at all, but the job wants to know that you paid for 4 years of education. You don't know shit. Like, you really don't. I think you need to get out and live life to learn, get experience. I don't know where J6, there's a Soja? This has got to be wrong. Head to J8. Okay. Reading is fundamental. I'm really heavily debating that second monitor. Just have that out, so rather than the phone, and the phone, you know, like goes into sleep mode and you have to re-unlock it and all that crud. Whoa. Oh. Yes, I shall proceed onward. Get a second monitor. I don't think there's anything too dangerous in there. Probably only done. I just need that. And maybe Shantoto. Maybe the game's hero, Shantoto. Okay, so I think I have to try to get to the middle there? So only one way to go. Oh no, it's a gargoyle. Oh no, it's a gargoyle. Oh no, it's maze lizards. There's that one. Not that I ever watched this show, but there was that one. Trading spouses with the religious lady. I think she was yelling about gargoyles. Gargoyles! Oh boy. I didn't think these were supposed to be every single one, but we've caught every single one's got a gurgoyle. The old gurgoyles. Can we jump down? No. Ooh, a blubber eyes. That's gotta be... Oh, I thought it was gonna be at least incredibly easy. Well, it looks like we're gonna have to fight him anyway. Ooh. Jeez, every single one, huh? Now we're gonna get another blubber eyes and another. We're gonna get our Tonberry hate up. That's good. Alright, let's see. Oh, Gurgoyle. The old Gurgoyle. I'm gonna reread that. I thought it said that it was like... It's not every door. Well, it's every door. It doesn't seem like this would have been hard back in the day, just annoying. But I don't remember. I don't remember. Oh. Now do we have incredibly easy? Oh no. Oh yeah. Didn't aggro though? The old magic millstone. Oh. Oh boy. Take that. Oh. Looked like he was rushing toward me. Yeah, the only thing I could think of is just, like, this would just take time, like, a lot of time. Like this, no, like, okay, here's the strategy, guys. We need to do this and this and this. No, it's just, hey, we need to kill 16 gargoyles and a bunch of mobs that aggro. Let me double check. I thought it did say that. Has a high chance. So again, it doesn't say guaranteed, just a high chance. Ooh. Ooh, dynamites. So this is the device which will provide us the power of carbuncle. Let us begin. I could hear the voice of Phoenix. She's telling us to return to the place we first met Salteus. But that would be Juno. Dum dum dum. Dum dum dum. Bought my kiddo and it was like $9, I think, on Amazon. A ukulele. I have a gate. There's no door to my kind of office, my downstairs, not downstairs, but like street level office. And I have a gate there, mostly to kind of keep him and the dogs out while I'm working, and when he's not being supervised. Because, I mean, like, you don't want him ripping cables out and all that junk. But yeah, when he does get down, I'll bring him down and hang out with him downstairs sometimes. I'll grab my guitar, and he's just fascinated by it, and I'll just hit the strings, so... See if he likes the ukulele. If not, it's $9, I'll just smash it. Smash it into pieces. I wouldn't do that, but it's a fun thought. It seems as if you have experienced a trying ordeal in the Northlands. I've attempted to gather information from the Ducal Guard, however, none are willing, or shall I say, allowed to speak of the matter. Though the fear in their eyes tells much. And that is not all. Recently there have been unsettling rumors that the end of the world is near. Those rumors also say the young patient that I retreated, the girl who had the amulet stolen, is connected with all this in some manner. I have even heard that the Ducal Guard has a warrant out for her arrest. Preposterous. Lady Prish is simply being used. The true criminal is that boy. Why, if it is not... I apologize for my sudden entrance, Doctor. Destructive. Something terrible is underway. I've come from the Grand Duke Palace where I heard the Duchy's ridiculous plan. Juno has begun to mobilize the Ducal Guard in preparation for an attack on Bahamut. Yes, Bahamut has threatened Vanadiel with the promise of apocalypse, However, he is still one of the terrestrial avatars bound to protect our world. There must be some way to persuade the conqueror of the skies, and that is why I requested to accompany the commander of this operation, Lady Esha Ntarl. Unfortunately, the commander was not the one to listen to reason. She is convinced that it would be futile to try to communicate with Bahamut, and the only way to save the people of Vanadiel is to attack the Worm King and his minions before they attack. Excuse me, sir. I'm not sure if I fully comprehend what you're trying to say. Bahamut is ready to launch an attack on the four nations? That cannot be true. But if it was, have the leaders of the nations been informed? Have their armies begun preparations? Unfortunately, Sandoria, Bastok, and Windhurst more than likely remain oblivious to the situation at hand, and even if they did know, they would have no means of mounting a counterattack. Bahamut is known as the Conqueror of the Skies for a reason. The power he and his minions possess is beyond anything we could imagine. The power to control time and space. Control time and space? The moment he and his minions were to arrive above our cities would be the moment of our defeat. We would have no choice but to accept annihilation. But I feel there is still a way. Lady Esha mentioned that Bahamut is currently building up the energy necessary for teleporting his fellow worms to the location of attack. If we could reach Bahamut before he has stored enough power, we may be able to persuade him not to begin his ambush of Vanadiel. Persuade him? The end of the world is right before us, and you want to sit down and chat with the bringer of that destruction? Exactly. With the Phoenix Blade and Destructive by my side, I am positive that I can convince Bahamut to spare the lives of those on this world. But to succeed, I require your assistance, Doctor. I need to know where that boy was first discovered. Understood. Wolfgang, captain of the Ducal Guard, ordered me not to reveal the information to anyone. However, I am afraid I no longer have any choice. On the first floor of Delkfoot's tower, there's a large doorway that leads into a deeper area of the spire. It is somewhere down there where the boy mysteriously appeared, a large central chamber. That is all I remember. I am extremely grateful for all you have done for us, Doctor. Come, Destructive, we have no time to lose. Ah, but there is a door, a locked door, and only Wolfgang knows how to open it. I have no worries, as Phoenix will lead the way. Make your preparations quickly and meet me at the tower. Destructive, it may be worth this effort, but let me ask Wolfgang for the key to that chamber. While sometimes misled, he is a man who strongly believes in justice. He may feel that it is solely his duty to protect the world on the eve of its destruction. We must let him know that there are those of us who also follow the same path as he. Here, take this envelope to the palace guard post. I will be praying for your success. Destructive. Catmint. What am I doing? Trying to be old school and run. That's stupid. Furamosial? Furamosial. Furamosial. Good old Furamosial. Pheromosil. Okay. What is this? You say you have business with the captain? Ah, Destructive, I was looking for you. Esha Duke Vicarious would like to hear your account of what transpired in the Northlands. What is this envelope? From Dr. Monborough? Why would he? However, first things first, follow me. No, I don't want to. Oh, it's this beaver? Ah, welcome back, adventurer. I see that you were unsuccessful in protecting the fourth crystal, and now it is looking more and more like you are the one who is leading the boy. Relax, adventurer. I'm not blaming you for anything. Nagmo Lotta kept the secret of the amulet to himself. It is his foolishness that acted as the catalyst for what occurred in the Northlands. And now that we know the true identity of the boy, there is no reason to further suspect your nation's involvement. I apologize for not trusting you. However, now we must put aside our misunderstandings and unite to save the world from being destroyed. Will you help protect the mother crystals? Sure. Destructive. In the presence of the fourth crystal, I've learned that the strange occurrence took place. Is it true the girl you took with you actually helped Celteus and thwarted the plans of Nagmo Lotta? It is extremely important that you do not withhold information for us. No. I see. The Duchy is currently searching for that girl. We do not wish to punish her. We feel that she may be in grave danger. We must find her so we can protect her. The first threat to her will be Nagmo Lotta. He's already attempting to make it seem as if the fall of the fourth crystal was the girl's fault. If he finds her, he will more than likely poison her mind, preventing her from speaking of anything that may harm his plan. The second threat will be the boy, Celteus. His next destination will surely be the fifth and final crystal. However, this crystal lies deep beneath the sea, and only one who knows how to reach it is the girl. Finally, the third threat will consist of assassins from the south. Not the south. You may have already heard the rumors of the Mithrin sin hunters who have crossed the southern seas to try the theologians of Tavnasia. These hunters will not give up until they have punished all those they seek. And that is why we need your help, Destructive. If you find the girl, bring her here. No harm will be brought to her. I swear on the name of the goddess, Lady Eshta. Did you tell them everything that happened in the Northlands? My plan was flawless. If it wasn't for that despicable girl Prish, I would have captured Celteus, and this whole ordeal would be solved. That girl heard the whisper of Celteus' soul saying the memory de la Stona and helped him escape. The testament of affinity she possesses. It connects the hearts and souls of men. Celteus has been using that to control her. But now we have the chance to find out his true intentions. If we can capture the girl, we can use her to tap into Celteus' mind. We can learn if he truly arrived to save Alteu. You miserable man. Are you saying Celteus does not know that our crusade ended long ago? You fool. Are you saying Celteus does not know the celestial capital was destroyed long ago? Perhaps it is we who do not know the true outcome of the crusade or the true fate of our capital. I propose that an expedition be sent to Alteu. There we may find the answers to why Celteus survived all the centuries, and why he continues to poison the mother crystals. And that is why we must first investigate the line leading to the fifth crystal. Please grant me access to the crystal terminal. I understand why you feel an expedition to Alteu is necessary. However, the Arma Thrun Society has already made a decision on this matter. I seem to recall that you have been given orders to research the Moblin city that was discovered near Bastok. All affairs concerning Celteus have been left to Esha. You are not to interfere. But Lady Esha has been given the assignment of Bahamut. Celteus is a much graver problem than you can imagine. I do not think... Yes, you do not think. Did you really believe attacking the boy with the Eye of Eltana would defeat him? Your impudence is the cause of all our troubles. But... Nagmo Lotta, do not misunderstand us. The society does not intend to pry at your faults. The reason we have entrusted you with the Moblin investigation is because your excellent Kulu powers of negotiation are vital for the success of this mission. But Lady Esha, you do not realize how powerful the boy has become. Now with the eye gone and the path to the 5th crystal sealed, how do you plan on dealing with him? I don't think you even have a plan. Very well, let me inform you of how we plan to stop Celteus. We can draw him forth without traveling to the 5th crystal. We can seal him without your precious Eye of Altana. How? You can hear me, can you not, Celteus? It is I who possess the other amulet you seek. I am waiting, Celteus. Come and fulfill the pact. Okay, so my question here is, here, take this envelope back to the doctor. It does not belong to me. But why would he try to? So I thought that, like, you kind of have the feeling that Wolfgang is, like, just like he's the old terrible adage, I was just following orders. So he's just trying to follow orders. And like, but can't he see that, like, those people are just, like, cuckoo bananas crazy? Like, maybe I shouldn't follow their orders. Those people don't seem like very nice people. Maybe we should move on. And even if he doesn't, like, at least he shouldn't sound righteous about, like, oh, we're doing what's right here. It's like, I'm following orders, but these people are, you know, like, they're kind of weirdo assholes. Alright. Monborough. I see by his reaction that Wolfgang understood the meaning of the map. Where should you go? Haha, that's a secret. Though if you think hard enough, I feel you will come to understand. Oh, yeah. That makes perfect sense. Yeah. I don't know how you would find it. Now it says, enter Battalion Downs from Upper Juno. I have no idea how you're supposed to know that. Like, sometimes they give you, like, pretty good clues. Other times, not so much. Not so much. Enforcer's Harness. Alright, where am I supposed to go? Do I have to talk to? What does it say? Oh. Yeah, this one was easy. Would have easily found that without help. Was I missing something? You will not find anything of interest there. This place. A long time ago in Juno, there were these two boys, the best of friends. I wonder if he's talking about himself. Always sticking their noses into places they did not belong, fighting, getting into trouble. One day the boys found a shard of blue glass. There was nothing special about it. It was probably just a broken bottle from one of the local pubs. However, to those boys it was a fabulous treasure. Looking through that glass allowed the boys to see the world in a different light. It made the town new and exciting. The two would spend hours arguing over who was to use it next. But in time, the buildings and the bridges began to bore them, and one day the boys decided that they would defy their father's warning and sneak out of the city gates just to have a look at the rest of the world. For a member of the ducal guard, coming this far is a simple task, but for the two young boys who had never ventured beyond the borders of their hometown, their little journey was a great adventure. And on that journey, they brought their treasure. And when they gazed at the towering duchy from the soft blue glass, they realized the strength, the beauty, and the grandeur that was Juneau. They were awestruck by the sight of their hometown. The excitement they felt by watching Juneau from that spot drew them back there numerous times. However, one day one of the boys said a strange thing. Oh no. Juneau's amazing whether you look at it through this glass or not. And then they made out. Monbro. It has been a long time since we both visited this place. Look at the city. It's just as beautiful today as it was when we were boys. Wouldn't you say, Wolf? Why would you come here, Monbro? I have been so busy lately, I just thought I would come here to rest a spell. Why are you here? They're going to make out, aren't they? I was just patrolling the area. I see. Wolfgang. You know the glass is mine. What? Don't you remember when we buried it, you said the treasure is yours, I don't need it anymore. I never said such a thing. Where's your proof? Do you have it in writing, huh? I don't see any signatures. Ha ha ha. Some things never change, do they? If you want it, it's yours. The shard should still be right where I've buried it. Or where we buried it. Or where somebody buried it. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, no. That treasure was neither mine nor yours. It was ours. Wolf? The true reason I came here was to bury the glass. I guess I never told you that I dug it up and kept it in my room. Recently, I seem to have lost sight of what I truly need to protect in this world. When I was a boy, staring at the duchy from this hill, the duchy? Duchy? I don't even know. I thought I had finally realized what my father was risking his life to protect. Coming here today reminded me of that. And hopefully I will never again forget. I'll be seeing you, Barrow. Now, where did I put that key? I hope I did not bury it by mistake. Oh well, what is another slap on the wrist and a cut and pay? I have a successful doctor friend to buy all the rounds the next time we go to the pub. And who would that happen to be? I guess I was right. My old friend hasn't changed a bit. Destructive. If I were you, I'd see what the captain has buried over there. I have a feeling that's something that may be useful on your quest. But I request that you leave the other treasure where it rests. Allow the memories of two young boys to live on, even if it's just for a little while longer. Something's buried underneath a piece of light blue glass. You leave the glass where it is. Oh my gosh, I found the recognition device. Two people are fighting on my email. It's not me. That's the surprising part. This time it's not me. Looks like it's two old women, too. It's funny. Somebody's asking for a document. And this woman... this woman... she writes in all caps, who, question mark, all caps, wants, question mark, this, all caps, question mark. And it's a little bit... people are getting... I don't know, maybe it's just that I'm so miserable at work that I'm seeing it more, or if... that I'm just seeing it more, and it's always like it's always been there, but I'm just noticing it now. That everybody else is angry, or I'm just wondering if everybody else is just getting angry now, like I am. Okay, so I think there's a Quiffum right in front of. Should be right in front of the tower, right? Yeah. Oh, if I was the person that was directed toward, I would just blow them up. I would just blow them up. Who do you think you're talking to? Okay, H5 on the first floor. Is it to the right or to H? Oh. Over there. I guess we just take Shantoto out, that's fine. All right. So I think, what, this, and then we have to... Don't tell me I have to go back. Okay. So now I have to go back to Zoja after this. These are... This one seems like the shortest one, I think. I don't know. Now we're going to have a 10-minute long Tenzen conversation, aren't we? Ew, my blade. It's vibrating. Oh, wow. He landed it. Good for him. And now he can't hit me. That son of a beaver. Thank you. Where did you get that key? Oh, I saw two grown men making out and they gave it to me. The captain of the Ducal Guard. Well, well, well. Of course it's Nagmalata. Excellent timing. Great minds think alike, wouldn't you say? I never thought it would be you two who helped me. I, too, have some very important business on the other side of that door. Ah, what a grand sight. The 5 mother crystals. It is this contraption that protects them as they slumber beneath Vanadiel. Protects them? So what is the purpose of this tower? Exactly. Oh, that is the purpose of this tower. The 5 crystals are connected by the 5 crystal lines that all converge on this very place. For many centuries, we have monitored the lines, protected the radiance of the crystals. However, when the Worm King Bahamut arrived, the 5 crystal lines began acting strangely. We could no longer control them. And then came Celteus. He came here? Sir Nagmalata, are you saying that the boy came here via the crystal line? Which means by traveling back through the line, he can... Exactly, he can reach the 5th crystal. However, it is not as easy as you may think. The lines were not built as a path for men. They were built to gather the light of the mother crystal. The true reason Celteus was able to enter this place was because he was aided by a guardian of the crystals, a terrestrial avatar. A terrestrial avatar? It is clear now. Phoenix led me to this place to show me the way to the celestial capital of Alteu. Phoenix led you here. That is truly unfortunate. If this only had happened before Zojia was reactivated. Reactivated? What do you mean by that, Nagmalata? The ruins of Zojia were once the homes of my Kulu brothers and sisters. However, at the onset of the Kulu War with the Zilart, the terrestrial avatars lent us their power and helped us transform the area into an impenetrable stronghold. Oh boy. And deep below the ruins is a device that blocks the flow of energy through the crystalline. Esha has repaired that device. Repaired it? Why would she do such a thing? I no longer know what that society is plotting. This is why I came here, to find out their true intentions. Ha ha ha. Are you surprised? I guess that to you, we ancients, Kulu and Zilart, are all the same. However, that cannot be further from the truth. The Zilart were blessed with the ability to subliminally communicate with all those around them. They possessed the whisper of the soul, and it was this ability that made the bonds between them unbreakable. However, those who were born without the whisper, the Kulu. My people were destined from birth to sit outside the bonds of the Zilartian community. Oh boy. People are fighting on my emails. But we bystanders were able to ascertain the truth. It was this that helped us survive the Crusades of 10,000 years ago. The Zilart, the terrestrial avatars, Celteus, once again their sins will deface Vanadiel and undermine her children. That is terrible. That is terrible. If you know such a battle brewing, why did you not attempt to stop it? We must fight the avatars. Such a battle would be meaningless. Why must we fight the avatars? Such a battle would be meaningless. Our true enemies are the emptiness and the evil boy that's spreading it. Ha! Is that what you have to say, Tenzen? When are you going to stop being led around on a leash like a measly dog? When are you going to see what the terrestrial avatars really want? Man, I don't know what it is about Tenzen and Nagmalata, but I can't talk. Listen, I told you this once before. Celteus is nothing but a traitor. 10,000 years ago, he prevented the Zilart from obtaining what they desired. Now, he is simply attempting the same thing. The records stored in this crystal line observation equipment have shown me the reason why Celteus traveled to the mother crystals. By touching the shards, he is able to drain their light, their power. The crystal's power? No, your mom's power. To accomplish our task, we had to gather the power of the crystals to fuse into one. And to do that, we needed to repair and revive the Zelartian machines that were damaged in the accident that occurred 10,000 years ago. With the machines working again, we were able to slowly draw the light of the crystals. When he realized he could not single-handedly take on the whole nation of Juno, he turned to the crystals instead. And when he laid his hands upon them, their power flowed from the facets like water rushing from a broken dam. This sudden loss of power resulted in a disruption in the space surrounding the crystals. Without the life-giving light of the crystals shining upon it, the space would become overwhelmed with darkness, with emptiness. Blah, blah, blah. Alright. But Celteus first appeared on Vanadiel the same day as Bahamut. In my home nation, there were many reports of the emptiness eating its way through the land long before Bahamut even arrived. Wait, you just said that you were slowly draining the light of the crystals? That would mean that the cause of the emptiness in the east is you, the Zilart. I was beginning to wonder when you would realize that, Tenzen. But don't misunderstand us. It was never our intention to harm Vanadiel with the emptiness. While we lay in slumber for the past 10,000 years, things changed. The crystals changed. Especially the fifth crystal deep below Alteu. When the celestial capital was destroyed and sunk to the bottom of the sea, the crystal was damaged. The data that it returns is very odd indeed. However, you need not worry. Once the gate of the gods is opened, the crystals will return to their former state. And once they do, the emptiness will disappear in the crystal's radiance. And the Zilart will have accomplished their dream. Only the wretched terrestrial avatars stand in our way. That is enough. Before I slice you in two, I will give you the opportunity to recall the words of Diabolos. Wake up. You are all bound like marionettes by the chains of Promethea. When the gates of paradise open, our worlds will be no more. But with the end always comes a new beginning. Tenzen, have you asked your precious phoenix what actually happens when our world is no more? What do you mean? Yes, the world we live in now is nothing but an illusion compared to paradise. Vanadiel is a cesspool festering with pain and suffering, lost hopes and dreams. Sounds like my job. Strict values waver in the winds of uncertainty. When you pilfer your precious time struggling to recognize the truths that peer back at you through the darkness, you are inclined to search aimlessly for hints of who you truly are. Though you rarely discover them, and it is the failure that ultimately forces you to tread a vague path through your miserable life. Yeah, that sounds like my job too. Even confessions of the soul result in disagreement and inconsistency, thrusting your pitiful masses into utter chaos. It is this chaos that breeds evil, and evil that propels you into justifying deeds of malevolence to maintain your false sense of purity. You were born into this world, and this is the only world you know. That is why you fear its end. You fear it, and you fight it. The terrestrial avatars recognize this characteristic of your people and have used it to their advantage. Why? Have you ever wondered why the terrestrial avatars are named so? It is because they, too, were born on Vanadiel. If Vanadiel returns to paradise, they will become nothing but mere animals. But you people are nothing but puppets, your strings tied to the fingers of the terrestrial avatars, destined to a life of slavery. Why not open your eyes to the truth? Now that you realize your true enemies are the avatars who claim to protect you, your journey through darkness is over. You can leave the rest to me. I shall change your destinies. The light Celteus has gathered from the mother crystals. If the celestial capital of Alteu still does exist, the Zilart's plan is... This monitoring device will inform me of the crystal's memories. The memories will guide me. Let your memories show me the truth I seek. Oh my God. Arg. I'm only receiving partial data. There's still too much interference coming from the 5th crystal. But that image, I've seen it somewhere before. It was the Chamber of Eventide. And that was Esha. Yes, it's all clear now. Can we kill Nagmalata yet, please? Could it be? Nagmalata said the terrestrial avatars are using us to prevent people from waking up and realizing the truth. But if that's true, the people who gave their lives for this flame... Phoenix, answer me. To grant you this form, lives were lost, villages destroyed. The lifeblood you drank from my people, was it not to save Vanadiel? Was it not to breathe hope back into our children? And once again you tell me to visit Fenrir. Where? The southern tower of Zoja? Is that all? We shall see what truths the final avatar presents us with. We shall see if we are simply being made fools of. Do I get a sandwich? Okay. Door is firmly shut. It sure is. Warp ring. Alright, so what is it? H10 in Bucidine. The story is really good. I just think that there's... You probably could have clipped some dialogue. I know that's going to hurt some people's feelings. But it is a little bit long-winded. In my opinion. Alright, back out. Alright, here we go again. Wait a minute, H10, is it right here? No. Alright. Down by the... Let's see if we can remember. What are the name of those? What's the name of that hand-to-hand weapon? I used to love that weapon. What is the name? Shoot. It's the hand-to-hand weapon, I think it does wind damage, but it's not occasionally, it's all the time. Is it wind? I think it's wind damage. I think they were pretty fast, too. I used to love those. So, in the last, 20 minutes or so, the one lady that sent the email with the wonderful caps like a true adult is now like kind of begging for forgiveness because the other lady was like, F you. F you, I'm standing up for myself. And now the other one's like, oh my god, no, I'm sorry, please. Because they're trying to blow up a big deal right now. They're trying to blow up it. Now, the lady did, the one lady that typed in all caps, she went a little overboard. But in her defense, this other woman is like, it's almost like she's actively trying to blow up this pretty big deal for everybody involved. Like, last minute, too. Like, when I say last minute, I mean 2 hours. So. Yeah. I can see why people would be heated about that, but... And the one person who, got the most heated is probably going to be, out, tens of thousands of dollars if the deal goes bust. That would have been theirs. So yeah, you can see. You can see. Alright, this one didn't give me very good instructions. I am truly sorry. You did not have to come. It is my fault that you became a tool of the terrestrial avatars. The Phoenix Blade has confirmed what Nagmalata has said. When the gates of paradise open, the terrestrial avatars will return to their original form, mere beasts. The slumbering gods will awake, and the Vanadiel we know will be transformed into paradise, blessed with their glory. However, with their awakening, the Lord of Chaos shall also return. Whether this is good or bad, not even Phoenix knows. Not even Phoenix knows. And so countless lives were lost in my country to the Far East. The Phoenix Blade was forged from the flames of resurrection, the flames left by Phoenix. Its sole purpose to destroy the emptiness. However, it lacked the power to fulfill that mission. It required a strength only obtained by taking innocent lives. The number of people who were ultimately sacrificed is unspeakable. Bandits and criminals were the first to be taken. Soon, the villages that could not pay their tributes began offering sacrifices in place of money or crops. Finally, the lives of those who had fallen into slumber of the emptiness were taken as they slept, unaware the fate that had befallen them. To you, the tactics chosen by my country may sound barbaric. However, my people realize that this is only the part of their destiny. They accept their deaths in exchange to prevent the deaths of others. They know with their passing they will have protected the world their children and their grandchildren will inherit. Destructive. My country has entrusted me with a great task. I'm here to fulfill it. One aspect of that task is to protect the Phoenix Blade with my life. I must follow my orders at any cost, and that is why I need you to promise me, if Phoenix leads me down a path that defies the will and morality of men, then you will have to do what's right for this world. Now I must continue destructive. It is said that deep within this tower, the power of Fenrir sleeps, and one can speak with the Avatar if his power is released. I can only pray my spirit remains as strong as yours. Yeah. That's a good idea. Okay, so I think it said, like, run around in a circle. This is exactly what it said. Run around in a circle and fall down a hole. So I shall do as they say. Ah, the florid stone, finally. It is ours. Oh boy. Okay. So I do think that the 3 paths is the, I mean, if you split them up, like, kind of one by one, you're not, like, super bad, but as, like, considering one, it's considered one mission, one chapter of the mission. It's pretty long. Going on, I'd say it's, I don't even know. 3.5 to maybe 4 hours. All right, now I have to fall down a hole, right? Is it this hole? Let's double check before we go willy-nilly falling down holes. Okay, wait a minute. I-8. Veterinarian. Cool. Alright, it says head south. Can I head south? Jeez, what happened here? Alright, Avatar Gate. Down here. Ooh. Oh boy, that was. So yeah, this thing that everybody's yelling about on this email. It like I'm thinking about it now. I stayed till like 9:30 the other night working on that. And that's gonna be all for nothing. That doesn't matter. Still get paid for it. I still get paid for it. I am Fenrir. Though I am no longer of body, my spirit continues to roam the heavens. However, my strength has begun to fade, as do stars come to mourn. As stars come to mourn. O guardian of the moon, my name is Tenzen. I have come from a land to the east. The blade born of Phoenix at my side. Great misfortune has befallen Vanadiel. The 4 mother crystals have lost their power and were overtaken by emptiness. Vanadiel trembles at the arrival of the Keeper of Apocalypse. To save our world, we require your strength and your wisdom. Can you offer us assistance? So you still choose the path, to live and die, with the children of the dawn, the path of the terrestrial avatars, the path of the people. I apologize, but I do not quite understand why you're trying to tell us. The memories of 10,000 years ago, they will guide you. Witness the vows of ancient times, the decisions made before I fade into the morning sky. All right, do we have 10,000 years of cutscenes? Dialogue for me to stumble around? Where are we? Could this be Fenrir's vision? If we are truly witnessing civilizations past, then those fighting Fenrir are our ancestors. Listen carefully, people of Vanadiel. Though you have accepted twilight, you still choose to remain in this world. You did not heed our warnings, and now the light of the crystals has begun to fade. Chaos is upon you. There's nothing more we can do for you. We no longer have the time for idle chatter. If you wish to remain as you are, leave this place immediately. There is still time before the pact between terrestrial avatars and Celteus is fulfilled. Go, live your lives, until the flames of your souls have flickered out. Wait, our future is not yet decided. We have come to request of you a new destiny. A new destiny? I shall repeat myself one last time. Your destinies have been recorded in the pages of the universe. The answer given by the mother crystals becomes truth. The memories of the crystals have been uttered. These words cannot be changed. Yes, we understand. As time passes, the life force that dwells within us all becomes tainted. Darkness is born. And then comes one who harbors the darkness, the keeper of the apocalypse, and he will lead us into the twilight. This destiny is not decided by you and cannot be changed using even the divination power of the stars or moon. It is a given. However, I traveled to my homeland and I spoke with the dying Celteus. He told me if the keeper of the apocalypse is defeated, then the pact with the terrestrial avatars would be broken. You are correct, but you can only succeed by first breaking the chains that bind your people. With Celteus gone, who is there left with the strength, the courage to accomplish that daunting task? Who is there left to bear forth an answer to any answerless riddle? I am left. I have found the answer. Celteus told me what he was trying to accomplish because he wished for me to continue in his footsteps. It cannot be. You are the one who escaped from the curse of the emptiness? Even my readings cannot predict this crossing of destinies. You who have broken free from the circle of life, you may be able to watch over the destinies of mankind until the end arrives. But when it does, when the Keeper of Apocalypse rises up, you will be powerless. And you will witness every man and woman on Vanadiel blindly march into the void of twilight. Their arrogance, apathy, cowardice, rage, and envy drawing them deeper and deeper into darkness. Yes, however, there is still hope. The life force of men is strong. They will preserve along the river of time until an answer is found. Fenrir, guardian of the moon, we await your divination. Tell us the fated era. Tell us the fated land. If we know only when and where the Keeper of Apocalypse will rise forth, we will find a way to defeat him. Mankind will find a way. The fated era, the fated land. The hardships that accompany the destiny you so desire to bear are beyond any you could even imagine. However, this may only be the true form of retribution for your past sins. Are you ready to take upon your back the destiny of all mankind? Then I'm not one to stand in your way. Let the moon reading begin. I love moon readings. And so destiny has spoken. After 10,000 years of sleep, the Keeper of Apocalypse will rise once again. In Tavnasia. Dum dum dum. Could Fenrir's words be the truth or simply a form of trickery? After 10,000 years of sleep, the Keeper of the Apocalypse will rise once again in Tavnasia? Tavnasia, the abhorrent one? But I must return to Bastok and speak with Lady Olmia immediately. Okay, dork. Alright, I think that's it for us. Hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed making it. I think we got to go to talk to Sid, but we're not going to do that. Work is exploding into flames all around us. I took a little bit longer lunch than I probably should have, but I did come to work at like 7:40 today. The puppy likes to wake me up at 7 a.m. to feed her now, and I'd rather feed her at 8 a.m., but try reasoning with the puppy. Alrighty. Until next time, thanks for watching. Take her easy. Bye.